In all of Kingdom Hearts, there is one character that is the most misunderstood. One character who is so hidden, so filled with reveals and twists, that people don't understand him at all. Today, I'm going to tell you the tragic tale of Replica Riku, and how he managed to fight his way through time and save the only person who was ever kind to him. I made a video about Replica a long time ago, but I didn't explain everything. This is the story of the most underrated character in Kingdom Hearts. After the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku was trapped in the realm of darkness, and Sora was searching for him. Organization 13 was trying to find a way to create vessels for Xehanort to use. They were told these bodies were a way for them to feel again. This was a lie. These bodies were a backup plan, a way for long-dead enemies to cheat death and resurrect from the dead. In Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku had a very special mission. He captured and studied a little puppet boy named Pinocchio. Pinocchio wasn't real, but he had a heart. Not soon after, the organization began to study other sentient objects. They built a simulated world and put the toys from Toy Story inside of it, trying to figure out how these toys had hearts inside of them. Eventually, they perfected the technology, and they found a way for lost souls to possess these plastic shells and become real. But long before they finished this technology, there was a prototype, a product of pure research, a copy of Riku. The community has named this character Replica, as a combination of replica and Riku. The replica was powerful, and unlike Riku, he wasn't afraid of the dark powers inside of him. He had no limits. He was Riku, but without all the self-hatred and the fear. A Riku who didn't hate himself. A Riku who was complete. This replica confronted Sora and fought Riku in the basement of Castle Oblivion. He was strong, but not strong enough. With each loss, he got stronger, hopefully strong enough to destroy them. But deep down, he didn't really want to destroy them. He was so confident and happy about himself, he knew that he was a copy, but he didn't care. He had no motivation to fight harder. He was just doing what he was told. So the organization, being as evil as they were, did the unthinkable. Larxene tormented him. She told him exactly what they were going to do. They were going to empty his mind, alter his memories, and make him a different person, a slave that would do exactly what they wanted. Naminé took multiple memories from Sora and stitched them together, replacing Sora's loved ones with herself. Now Replica believed that he loved Naminé. He remembered that she gave him a good luck charm on the night of the meteor shower. It's intentionally vague if this memory was originally Kairi giving Sora something, or Riku giving Sora the crown necklace that he always wears. But regardless of who it originally was, Replica would do anything for Naminé. He would die for her. He would kill for her. He was obsessed. He fought harder than ever. But he was still just a copy. A replica might be a perfect recreation of the original, but it's not the original, no matter how hard it tries. And now that his memories were altered, he wasn't even close to as confident. He believed he was the original, that he was supposed to protect Naminé. But to the organization, he was nothing more than a toy, a means to an end, a puppet with no heart. He turned against his masters and tried to help save Naminé. He knew everything was a lie. He had no memories, no identity. He was in love with a liar who brainwashed him. He was at his lowest. He needed purpose, and Axel used that to his advantage. He convinced Replica that the only way to be real, the only way to have purpose, to matter, was to kill Riku. He needed to gain the power to do this, the power of darkness. True darkness, so he could murder his other self. Then he would be the original, and he wouldn't be lost anymore. He killed Zexion in cold blood and gained incredible power, and he fought himself just like he was made to do. But at the end of it all, he laid on the ground, dying, asking if replicas have hearts. What happens when you die? Where do you go? Will he end up at the same place the real Riku goes? And then he died. It's one of the most tragic stories in Kingdom Hearts. But that's not how it ends. In that moment, his consciousness split. His will, his very soul, merged with Riku, and it waited. His heart was untethered from time. Remember earlier when I was talking about Toy Story? Nomura, the creator of Kingdom Hearts, threatened to end the entire series if Disney would not let him use the toys from Toy Story. He didn't do that just because he's a big fan. He did that because it's pivotal to this storyline. The organization captured the toys. They put them in a simulated copy of their world, and they created hundreds of experiments. They put Heartless into the bodies of toys, forcing the dead to possess plastic shells. And eventually, they cracked the code to eternal life. The first test was easy. When Replica died, surprisingly, even though it was all based on a lie, his false love for Naminé made him grow a heart. Just like Pinocchio and the toys from Toy Story, he was alive. Caring about others made him real. His heart wandered through time, and it found its way to a new replica. Dark Riku was born. He pretended to be the original Riku, despite the fact that the real Riku never died in the original story. He pretended to be Data Riku, using the bugs from Coded, but he was a replica all along. This incredibly interesting choice of taking audience expectations and twisting them, making you constantly guess, which Riku is he? Because there's like 3 different Rikus, it confused a lot of people. There's so many reveals in Kingdom Hearts 3 that if you don't make video essays for years like me, or watch all of my videos, you might miss a ton of details. It's why when a lot of people think about Kingdom Hearts 3, they think about how it's horribly written. But really, it's the Avengers Endgame of video games. And it has to cram so much story into such little amount of time. But Dark Riku wanted revenge. He wanted to be the original, to be the only Riku. So they had their climactic battle. Sora and Riku fought his darker half, and at the end of the fight, something beautiful happened. Replica's soul appeared, and it exorcised his broken heart out of this plastic shell. The two of them merged. He sent his heart back to the past, and Replica was finally whole. He could have come back. He could have lived forever, but he made a promise. And despite the fact that Naminé brainwashed him, that he's just a copy, a replica, a recreation that isn't the original, Naminé didn't mean to control him. She was forced to do it to him. And despite all the horrible things that were done to him, Naminé showed him kindness. She made him feel real. And the feeling that that memory was based on was real. Replica told Riku to give his body to Naminé, to bring her back, to make her real. And after everyone was saved, after Naminé was resurrected, Riku sat on the beach by himself. He had traveled so far, but sitting next to him was Replica's ghost. The two of them talked, and in the end of it all, Replica found peace. He went to the final world, and in the end, he really did get to go to the same place as Riku. Replica shows us that who we are doesn't matter. That even if we can't remember anything, we're filled with rage, isolated, radicalized, tormented, that we can still sacrifice. We can still be human. Is his story bittersweet? Yeah. Does he die for Naminé despite her erasing his mind and making him think that he loved her? Yeah. But any version of Riku would sacrifice everything for the person they love, even if they were just a plastic shell with a bunch of lies inside. Anyway, I'm Aloney the Bard, and that's what I know about Replica. Thanks for listening. Bye. Whew, it took a long time to put this outfit on. I still don't think the hair matches enough. But man, he went through the ringer. It's a messy and complicated character. If you liked this video, check out this other one about Xion. She has a pretty similar story, but hers is about friendship. It's pretty good. I made it a long time ago. This is gonna be a pretty good video. See you later. Bye.